Josh, first of all, how delighted are you to be named captain again this season?
Oh, look, it's a massive honour again for myself and my family. Extremely proud to be able to lead the boys again into hopefully what's going to be a successful season.
Yeah, you said the word. The honour is not lost on you, is it? You join a list of legends of this club. What does it mean to you personally?
No, there's obviously a long list of legends that have captained the club. For me to be a small part of that history again, like I said, is an honour and something that I'm looking forward to.
Unfortunately, you've had to lead the Scarlets through some pretty difficult times off the field. How have you and the players coped with all this uncertainty surrounding the WRU plans?
Oh, look, the players have been amazing. Like some have needed an arm around them, but the majority of them have just cracked on, done their job as best as can be, and try and focus on what's happening on the pitch in the here and now. Really,
has it brought you tighter together as a group?
I think it put some things into perspective, yeah, and the boys have certainly gelled this season coming in. We really felt that after the international break. So on a whole, very positive, yeah.
Do you think it has will bring you closer to the fans as well? I know that there's a big march planned here on Saturday. Do you think you'll be united in your hope of keeping the Scarlets?
Yeah, we've heard about the march. There's obviously a lot that's been going on behind the scenes in prep for this Munster game. Obviously there's a very decent team coming down, so for the fans to turn out in their numbers would be great, and as players on the pitch we feel that whenever the stands are full it gives us that extra little boost that's needed.
What's the response been like for you out and about Llanelli? Have people come up to you and really shown their support for the region?
Yeah, going for a coffee is a little bit different. Yeah, people are coming together in their numbers. It's showing the real community spirit that we've got down here in West Wales, and it's great to be a part of.
Dwayne spoke quite powerfully about what Scarlets means to him. What does it mean to you? The history of the club?
Everything. It's a boyhood club. I started here when I was 15 years of age, and at 28 now, third season as captain. Yeah, there's a lot of history that goes along with it, and there's a lot of responsibility that goes along with it, and it's a weight that I'm very happy to carry and very proud to be a part of.
Looking at the season ahead then, are you confident that the squad that's been assembled, the new signings, that you can build on what you achieved last year and compete with the top clubs in Europe as well?
That's the aim. It's really good for us as a young group. Obviously there's a few experienced boys sprinkled in there as well now. To have European rugby back here at Parc Scarlets is great, and we've got some serious fixtures coming up in December, and obviously we need to carry that momentum on from the end of the season into the start of this season. How
have the new recruits fitted in? What's it been like working with Jake Ball again?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's nice to see the big man back. He's fit. He's looking good on the training pitch, and hopefully he's going to be able to produce the goods.
Munster first up then on Saturday, not an easy start. How important is it that you make Parc Scarlets a really difficult place to come and win?
Yeah, we'll speak about that fortress a little bit. I think we've probably had that towards the tail end of the season last year, again mentioning momentum. We want to carry that on into this year as well. That's always our focus at the start of the year, to make our home ground a tough place to come, a place that people don't want to come. So that'll be our intentions going into Saturday.
What sort of challenges do Munster pose?
Across the park. Historically they're a strong team, and they're always in the mix come, the final couple of games of the season. So, as a benchmark, it's going to be a good place to start, and as a team we'll give it our all going into Saturday and hopefully come out on the right side.
You toured with Wales in the summer, lots of changes there as well. What have you made of Steve Tandy's appointment and the backroom staff that he's putting together? Is that something that excites you?
Yeah, I think it's great. They've been down here a couple of times, and it's an exciting time, I think, for Welsh rugby, with obviously new faces coming in, and it's a chance to really progress as a national team and hopefully start building some momentum going into the autumns and further along into Six Nations.
What do you think Tandy will bring for Wales?
Hopefully a fresh lease of life. I've spoken to him a couple of times. He's a really nice guy, so a fresh set of eyes will be a real positive for the whole organisation.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Josh, reflecting on last season, obviously in the main I think you had an injury-free season and you got the reward you deserved at the end of it. Do you know, how was that for you? Because obviously you've had a lot of setbacks in your career. I mean, it must have been great to have that sort of, you know, have luck on your side at last, I suppose.
Same old question every time I sit in this seat.
It's the last one.
The last one, is it? Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. No, look, it's good. It's just to be able to contribute. That's all I want to do. When I'm on the sidelines, it's a tough place to be, as it is for any player that's injured. So to have been able to contribute and obviously come away with some achievements at the end of the year, as well as a small piece of recognition, is obviously a good, proud moment for me.
Yeah. You had a taste of international rugby again in Japan, and as you said, new coach, so clean slate. Is that giving you a new lease, not a new lease of life, but an extra edge as well? You really want to taste that again in the autumn? Yeah,
definitely. It's an aim for every player, but you know, we've got a decent block of games here. You know, we've got Munster, Stormers are coming to town as well, and then we're out in South Africa. So at the moment, it's all about the here and now, because if you don't perform for your club, they're not going to look at you for the international stage anyway. So our main focus is get our own house in order, and whatever comes will come.
Is there a confidence within the squad that you can? I know it's a long season, but you can potentially make the playoffs again? Because when you actually look back at last season, you made the playoffs, but you could have made it actually more comfortable as well, because you lost a lot of narrow games. So is there that confidence that you've got another level again this season?
The start's crucial. You know, historically we've started pretty slow over the last couple of seasons, and we're chasing our tails. Come the end of the season, we were able to produce last year and probably benchmarked ourselves at 8th. So we're targeting higher. You know, we set standards within the room that if we don't hit, we're not happy with, and we'll carry them through towards the end of the season. Hopefully that holds us in good stead.
Yeah, Dwayne mentioned just now that a couple of young back rowers, I think it's Dom Kasuth and Oshan Williams, I think. Have you been working with them as well? Like, what have you made of them? Are they players that fans should maybe get excited by as well?
We've got a lot of youngsters here at the moment that are really exciting prospects. Them two especially. Throughout pre-season, they've impressed. Myself coming back into the fold, you know, they're big stature of men, and hopefully they've got a lot to learn, as did I at that age, and as I still do have. But any experience, any tips that I can give them, you know, as senior players, that's something that we do. We look to feed everything down just for the benefit of the team. So it's an exciting time.
Just finally for me, that's one of the reasons the Scarlets need to survive, isn't it? Because this is a region that produces a hell of a lot of talent, and you know, if you go rid of the Scarlets, then potentially you lose that type of talent, wouldn't you?
Yeah, there's a lot of talent, and look, hopefully they'll come through this year, and we'll see where they're at the end of the season.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Is it a relief, Josh, to start actually playing matches again for the boys, given all the mess that's going on off the field, the chaos? Gives you a focus, I suppose.
Look, as players, our main focus is training day to day. Like I said at the start, the boys have been really good at just getting on with their job, and Saturday will be no different.
Mm-hmm. But once the season starts, it's kind of focal points, isn't it? This week, next week, the week after.
Day by day, day by day. You know, we come in to do work, we go away, we recover, we come back to work the next day, and then all leading up to the games on Saturday. So, yeah, it's definitely exciting to get back into games for sure.
Without dragging you into all the kind of politics and the rest of it, you mentioned earlier on about having a coffee and just people coming up to you and expressing their kind of affection for this place and their insistence that it should carry on. What were those conversations like?
There's just a lot of love shown from fans outside of the room. You know, they obviously turn out in their numbers to games, and I suppose it just shows that the club means something to them, which I think is extremely important.
And if you can give some excitement to them here, it it gathers its own momentum, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Look, we're all about the performance. We want to put bums on seats and get smiles on faces. And if we can do that, then, you know, it's, with a win, job well done.
You mentioned about finishing in the top 8. What is the target? Have you set a target? What do you think you can achieve in the URC?
Look, at this early stage of the season, it's probably hard to predict or set targets as such. But like I said earlier, we've benchmarked 8th. So that's, I suppose, minimum standard, you know. Our aim is higher. How high, I guess, is in our hands.
Is it getting tougher as a league, do you think? Have the South African sides raised the bar in terms of week-to-week standards?
Yeah. No game is easy these days. I mean, we were, you know, historically, some teams have been weaker than others, but, I mean, we turn out every week with one goal in mind to win. And I've noticed over my small spell here that it gets harder against certain teams, and no week is easy. No week is easy, you know, which is good. I think that's really good because the competitive edge drives everyone to get better.